before we do that, Tyler, let's talk about uh, whether they got it right or not, because that's been a big topic. Uh, Obviously, the I think these teams have been in the top 10 to 12 to 15 all season.
Yeah.
I feel like they got it right for the most part, but there's a lot of people that feel like SMU shouldn't be in. What do you say? What do you think since SMU lost the championship game in the ACC to your Clemson Tigers?
I think it's okay. I don't have any team that I would rather be in instead of them. I'm not upset that Alabama's not in the playoffs right now, and that's a team that people were already saying shouldn't really make it in anyways. But when people complain about SMU being there, that's also the first team I hear them throw in that should be there instead.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, well, pick which one you want. Do you want them here or not? Because if they're not going to be here, then SMU is going to be here to replace them.
Yeah, and it was probably mostly Alabama fans screaming, or I've seen a lot of big school alums and fans because they think the SEC just has a better schedule, so that just means they should get in at every single point.
Yeah.
And that's just not the case. I don't care that Alabama had more top 25 victories than SMU. SMU reached their conference championship game. That matters. That means something. It should mean something to most people. It doesn't mean something to everybody, right? But it should. Yeah.
Yeah,
because,
I agree.
And so I feel like they got in and they deserved to be in. And Alabama should have won games. They shouldn't have lost 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't complain when you lose it on the field. And you didn't lose 3 games to a top 25 talent. You lost a game to Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. SMU didn't lose to Vanderbilt.
No, they did not.
They lost to freaking Clemson. So, that's one talking point. The other do you have another talking point or?
No, that's it for me.
Okay, the other talking point was the seeding, right?
Okay.
A lot of people are upset about how these guys were seeded, complaining that Boise has a bye, complaining that Arizona State has a bye. Before these teams won their conferences, nobody expected Arizona State to win the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear anybody complaining about the top 4 conference champions getting byes. Before this, I didn't hear the complaints.
Yeah.
Oh, Arizona State won their conference, they get a bye. Boise State was in the top 10 all year, won their conference, they get a bye.
There you go.
So now they're complaining. That was crazy to me, and to me, it made guys lose credibility. What about you? What do you think about that?
Again, I don't have the biggest problem with it in the world. No, I don't. I really have no opinion. It's okay to me. I don't mind.
Yeah.
It doesn't really anger me. Even as a Clemson fan and us being we're up and down throughout the rankings a lot this year.
Uh-huh.
And while I can think that we are a better team than Arizona State and we won our conference, they got it, we didn't. It is what it is. Like, I'm not going to sit here and cry over something like that.
Absolutely not. But I guarantee you, if SMU had have gotten knocked out because they wanted a 3-loss Alabama team in, it would have, the next person to be on the cusp like that, instead of playing in their championship game, they would probably defer. And if I was them, I would too. I would say, no, that's okay. I'm going to keep my spot here because I know I'm going to be in the CFP, and I'm going to let somebody else duke it out in the championship game. Yeah. So, you can't have your cake and eat it too. That's what a lot of these guys are trying to do.
I agree.
Yeah.
Something I did find out that was interesting.
What's up?
I didn't know that Notre Dame was independent. So, my friend just like gave me the rundown of what that basically means. So I didn't know that they weren't able to even get a bye. Like they couldn't have.
Yeah, because of the way the rules were set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they never would have gotten a bye because they couldn't be a conference champion.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting. Off topic, but still on topic at the same time.
Yeah. It hurts them in that way, but it also helps them that they can build their own schedule and they don't have to go through a conference gauntlet. They don't have to play in a conference championship game in which they could possibly lose and get knocked out of the CFP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they can't get a bye, but they'll take that just for the chance of making the CFP 8 out of 10 times, probably.